How do you find the African violet queen inside of you? Hold on, you have options. Like old Mike says, if you ain't dead, you ain't done. Welcome, I'm Joe Smith, and let's get more of mindset and add a dash of motivation today. If you haven't met old Mike yet, hope you will. He's an inspiration and a credit to successful aging. There's a link to his YouTube channel below. How do you find the African violet queen inside of you? Weird title, I agree. Here's the backstory to it. In the 1950s, Dr. Milton Erickson agreed to meet an elderly lady, the aunt of a man he had successfully treated for several neuroses. The lady had been a devoted churchgoer and an active community member until an illness confined her to a wheelchair. She withdrew socially. Depression had set in. The aunt had never married, had inherited money, and Dr. Erickson's client was worried about her. He believed she was profoundly depressed. Dr. Erickson agreed to visit her. While showing Dr. Erickson her home, the aunt explained she does have a handyman who drives her to church, but not very often. She expressed, "It's a hassle being lifted in and out of the car, and it's embarrassing." So they went into the church after the service had started and left before it ended. The tour of her house stopped at the greenhouse with an attached plant nursery, her pride and joy. "What are all those plants with those tiny little leaves?" the doctor asked. "Those are cuttings from my African violet in the greenhouse. It's hard to get a plant to grow from cuttings, you know." Dr. Erickson instantly formulated a plan. "I don't think your problem is depression. I don't think you're a very good Christian." Can you imagine what she thought? "You have all this money, all this time on your hands. You have an amazing talent. I recommend that you get your church's bulletins, newsletters, and membership list. Anytime there is an announcement of a birth, graduation, an engagement, a marriage, an illness, or death, you take a new plant that you started, you made, put it in a gift pot, then have the handyman drive you to that person's home, whether it's a happy or sad life event. With your Christian and your human presence, you give your congratulations or condolences, whatever is appropriate." She agreed to do it, realizing she had been caught up in her own life, her own problems, and had not done any charitable act for anyone. Years later, the headline in the Milwaukee paper, "African Violet Queen Dies." The article included she was mourned by thousands. The church could not hold everyone. If YouTube was around in the 1950s or before her death in the 60s, I wonder if she would have become a YouTuber, as well as a generous and benevolent person. Maybe starting a new hobby might interest you. My dad started a few hobbies, most with origami paper. It was great for his children as well. We could find origami paper to give him for his birthday or Father's Day. Didn't take up much space when Mom and Dad were traveling in their RV. At restaurants, while waiting for their order, Dad would pull out strips of paper he had prepared and make a star for a nice waiter or waitress to add to the tip. When he studied crane folding, he learned they symbolize hope, peace, healing, and good fortune. He'd fold cranes for the doctor and his staff. One which took the most time was origami eggs. He'd blow out the egg through the two tiny openings, wash them out, and wait for them to dry. Paper had to be cut to match the size of the egg. Placing the glue and gently smoothing the paper with the bowl of the spoon took hours every evening till he got the paper as smooth as possible. These mostly went to family and friends. We wish we had videos of him making his eggs. What a way it would be now for his grandchildren and great-grandchildren to get to know him. My grandmother taught me to knit, and I'm in several knitting groups. I'm impressed with the new knitters. Often they have stories of watching their grandmothers or aunties knitting and wishing they had learned from them. I tried to knit a sock years ago. The toe came out so pointy, even too pointy for an elf, and I gave up until this year. It's one of my goals. I learn from those in the groups who they have learned from others, often on YouTube. I'm knitting toe up so I can try them on as I go. A nice rounded toe. And I've reinforced the heel, and right now, I'm on the gusset. Woohoo! I'm motivated because I want socks that fit my feet. Do you have an African violet queen inside of you that would touch the lives of many in your community? A desire to learn a new hobby that brightened the day of acquaintances, family, and friends with a star, a crane, or an origami egg. Maybe you wouldn't want a public channel like Old Mike and others I learned from. You can make it private. Be a story of how you got engaged to the love of your life, how you overcame the challenges you faced to inspire your future generations, or how you made the family's favorite desserts. I'm so glad you popped in on this channel. I'm Jo Smith, encouraging you to think about things differently and to decide what you really want out of life, who you want to be, cheering you on for the life you deserve to create. Go for it. Don't let anyone or anything stop you.